very good weekend to everyone. I hope everyone's well. Looking forward to the week ahead. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing now. Looking at the week ahead, usual format, harmonic patterns within the market cycle. Before I start, obviously trading's risky and margin-based products that you typically use to get exposure to these markets are inherently high risk. These signals you receive aren't a regulated activity in the sense that they're not a personal recommendation to you. Therefore, you don't have the protection you may think you do have from the Ombudsman Service and the Compensation Services Scheme. Ultimately, Synergy is authorized and regulated to deliver this service. So let's just get into the chart straight away. Just need to check on this particular version I have up and running. Bear with me 1 second. So having a couple of issues with E4, I'm not sure if E4, personally I've used E4 because that was the platform I had the templates for the market makers method on, and now so much time has gone past that I understand it without needing that template. But it was just so nice. I like the layout and the way it looked. But now, unfortunately, or fortunately, moving forward, it seems I'm going to have to stick to using my pro real time, and we'll do the week ahead video on here. So what have we got to start with? Let's have a look. AUD USD. So AUD USD. This is the 1 hour. Let's get a perspective on the daily. So there's no EMAs on this guy at all. And what you can see on this particular screen is I've got up here sort of how the pattern works. And this is the pattern at the moment on AUD USD. So clear harmonic pattern that's created a lower high here. Ultimately, it's a consolidation zone, and the type of consolidation zone it is the trap false into a real. So it's created, let's just have a look at the start of the year. It's creating the false move. When was this? October, December. So at the end, again, created another false move or a lower high. And we are expecting prices to come off. So this one, for me, is a top pattern. This ABCD hasn't completed but came close. So he could come here and bounce and chop again. But I do expect us to get all the way down to here. And it's given its hand away here. So it's really a gimme for next week. So yeah, AUD USD. That looks really good. Short. Okay, now let's just move along and get into the order of things. So on my list, let's open up USD CAD. USD CAD. So what we have here is the big pattern. You can see the 1 and you can see the 2. Market works in 3. Notice the ABCD harmonic off the previous low, one of the rules of consolidation, and we're moving away. We haven't broken this structure here, which is what my eyes are on at the moment, but I think we're going to land consolidation below that swing and a consolidation above to set up a springboard higher. It's another good one for next week. Okay, what's next? Okay, GBP, JPY. I'm just going to go to my other thing for a second while I try and get it to see sense. Right, so GBP, JPY, like all of the JPY pairs, I'm not taking them with too much. First of all, JPY pairs move differently, and it doesn't make it comfortable trading them personally. They move too much, and they don't follow the harmonics or the market cycle as well. So something to just be aware of. So again, just to make things cartoony and easy to understand. Obviously, looking at that, it's hard to see. It's not so hard if you learn the rules of the rules of the game. I need to actually add some EMAs in here. So bear with me a second so we can actually, let's just get the EMAs on. I don't use them too much. They are good. They are essential. People do trade the EMAs. Entry-wise, they're looking for EMA entries, but I tend to not. They also take away your ability to really focus on the charts as well. So really nice. 1, 2, 3 up. Is this a peak? Maybe. Where's the previous peak? Up here. That to me looks like it wants to do an ABCD and move higher. This indeed could be a very large W pattern. And then we have 1, 2, 3, consolidation 1, consolidation 2. I do think higher, but it is a peak. And you can see a 1, 2, 3 from the low. So that means don't touch it. It will be the 78% retracement level as well. Euro GBP next. So we had a really good pattern sent out on this guy. Let's have a look. Beautiful. I don't know what this little thing here is in the corner. Beautiful setup. Again, notice the red one too. Expecting higher prices. Harmonics in line with the market cycle. Got a harmonic down there. Where's the previous peak? Up here. Suggests higher prices. Next. What have we got next? We've done AUD, USD. We started about Euro CAD. Okay, let's have a look at Euro CAD. So Euro CAD is showing us. So you can see the 1, 2, 3 to the low. You can count a 1, 2, 3 up, making 1, 3 and 1. I'm not religious, but anyway, it's real. So we're in the first zone, and if you're looking at this zone, you can count certainly a 1. This now is a 2. Let's copy that. And the only thing is left to give us is this, and it's probably going to come down to that. So we shall see. Right, what's next? USD, CHF. This is one of my masterpieces. It's a masterpiece. Just take a moment to look at it. See if you can see what's going on. And trust me, nothing's altered to make things fit. You can see the big blue ABCD pattern. That's containing within the CD leg, the purple ABCD pattern. And containing within the purple, that blue leg, the red ABCD pattern. That's pretty. Now, what can I see on the way up? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, potentially. We're working this area at the moment. So this is the key thing to fathom. We're working this. And we've already done 1, 2, 3. So for me, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm not sure where we are in the pattern yet. I'm not sure where we are in the pattern. The previous pattern on the way up was not. It was looking like a Mona Lisa. It was so ordered. It was so ordered. But then it gave us a tiny little stubby peak. You know, remember the things people talk about. But the previous one is here. This is the first zone. This is the second zone. And you can see 1, 2, 3 in the final leg. Where does it line up? It's created a new low. We've got big ABCDs coming in as well. So the rules of ABCD is AB equals CD 60% of the time. The other 40% of the time, the CD leg is an extension of AB. Let's see where this is coming in at. So this is still suggesting that we've got further to fall. Oh no, tell a lie. I haven't got the 127 drawn in, which is annoying. Let me draw the 127 extension. That's 126, 127. Thank you. Close. We came close. We came close. So jury's out. I can see 3 up. It was a wonderful pattern anyhow, the way the harmonics all came together. That's what excites me about the whole methodology. Great stuff. Right, moving on. What have we got next? Euro CHF. Now, Euro CHF is another generational trade, absolute generational trade, because it's trading over such a large period of time that, you know, it's just, well, I mean, it's hard to explain to those that aren't convinced or, you know, can't fathom it. I struggle to fathom it sometimes, but it is real. You do suffer from imposter syndrome. That's a defo. So what we have here is the first. So let's like label it. And then we've got a, I do it in a different color, maybe, and an orange. So they've done the third leg in a 3 like that. So this is the next amazing thing about this pattern. If I got it on a bigger time frame, so it really hammers home this, maybe the weekly, yes, here it is. So all of that I've just shown you is now being shown on a week. So ABCD, remember, is the name of the game. Let me get my correct pen out. So A, B, C, D. So A, B, C, D. Now you'll be thinking, oh, wait a minute, that CD leg isn't equal to the AB leg. Correct. You're right. It's not equal to it. It actually comes into here. You can see, just to show you, we actually come into complete here. So let's just draw. Even if you looked ahead of time and bought this, the stop here, this is 200 pips. This is 400 pips. It's still fine. Anyway, let me just show you. So CD, AB equals CD 60% of the time, the other 40% of the time, CD is an extension of AB. Now, there you are. So CD is an extension of AB 127 times. Now, we know that this is setting itself higher because we just looked at the market makers pattern completing. I'm ignoring all of this wick. This is a long, but looking at this in a shorter time frame, this is where the opportunity is for me. We're looking for a short, looking for a Gartley short on this guy. You know, that's the AB leg, CD leg. So we're waiting for up here for a little squeeze up here. What, you know, we've got 2 weeks consecutive rise. It looks like a really strong setup. Right, AUD CAD next. AUD CAD. We sent this one out long on Friday. Why did you send it out long? Let's have a look why. So we are seeing, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is an interesting situation. We could sell off here as well. We have had 15 pips, so people should be able to have the stops at entry, take that profit, or, you know, you have choice. So the pattern, obviously, for me, I see this higher. So the pattern here, you've got the 1, the 2, you've got the 3. I can only see 1, 2 up so far. This might be the third, and then we're going to make this maneuver here where we're doing a 1, 2, 3 down. I'm expecting higher. Sent it as a long. It was an easy-ish trade to get into and identify. I was wary of the Gartley completing. We pulled back. We got in around here. So it's a good trade. I do expect it to go high. Right, next we have GBP/USD. GBP/USD. What are you saying? So these are like my personal sketchy charts. I don't normally share them, but it looks like this is the way forward. So we have GBP/USD. I see it on the way down here. I see this is just a big 1. That's how I see it, and I see us internally in the middle of the zone. We did have a Gartley entry here during the week. I think it's somewhere on one of the 1 hour charts. Half an hour chart, maybe. One of these charts. 4 hour chart, maybe. There it is. So we had the Gartley in line with the trend. Nice. Second leg entry. Expect higher prices really on this guy. So we'll keep an eye in line with the trend. CHF JPY. This is one that I'm not looking at really. If it wants to load even. Gosh, I'm getting a new computer soon. Excuse this. So CHF JPY. Massive pattern, obviously. It's so big that but it's clear here. This is the one on the M4. 1, 2. We are clinging on to that 50 EMA. This could have been a breakdown. This could have been a breakdown. These were fake. So it moved higher because a lot of people went short here. Same here. We created the W, drifting higher. But I think that pattern's complete personally, and I'm not going to touch it. Okay, Euro AUD, moving on. Euro AUD, a favorite of mine. This is another masterpiece. Pattern on the way down, pattern on the way up. Lovely Gartley pattern there, expecting higher prices, change of character, breaks of structure. Not confirmed yet. I'm waiting for another push. I want to see more develop. But a beautiful example of a long. NZD USD. Same thing. Lovely Gartley pattern. Pattern on the way down. The 1, the 2, the 3. This is a 1 up. This is a 1 up. We have changed and broken characters. We pushed up in 3. We pulled back in 3. It's do or die for this one. Personally, I think because all of this, we haven't broken this zone and we're all part of the same thing, we could be looking at something like USD, AUD USD. We'll see how it plays out. Gold. Gold, we had a trade on. Hit TP1. Again, where are we in the pattern? So first zone, second zone. Notice the ABCDs leading us in there. This is 1, this is 2, and we expect a 3. Euro USD. Euro USD, we're in the first zone higher. GBP USD, expect higher prices. 3 and 1. Middle of the zone. We took a long on it last week or the week before. I think we got 50, 60 pips. There's better things out there, I think. Enter DJPY. Now, one of my personal gratification stories. Wonderful thing. So on the bigger time frame, you can see the 1, the 2. Let me just make this is so old. I haven't marked up in a long time. So yes, where was I? So there's the 2. 1, 2. Oh man, this is so good. So good. Anyway, it's done what I wanted it to do. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. CAD JPY. I absolutely love doing this, by the way. It's such an interesting job. Very lucky to be able to do this. So here we have the first, second, third. I thought this was the first on the way down, but no, it's all peak. So yeah, we're at the top of the peak. I'm not trading. It could keep going on. This could be a second zone. This could be a big W. Who knows? There's some big old Gartley forming though. Well, that Gartley's complete, so that's a sell idea for next week. What else is cooking? How many more we got to do? Another 5 more. Okay, Euro NZD is my next favorite. Euro NZD, absolute top setup, top structure. Euro AUD 1, 2 with the Gartley, giving us a bit of a Gartley here. I can see 1, 2. It's going to give me the third, or it's going to complete this bigger pattern. Love it long. What else is after this? AUD NZD. Missed the short. Massive level 1 drop. ABCDs to complete. 1, 2, 3. Do the maths. AUD JPY. This is one that I haven't traded for ages, but similar to NZD JPY, it's pointing to higher prices. but it's also in a peak high. Not too sure, so we'll just pass on that. GBP AED super trade at the moment, stunner. 1, 2, know what we're doing, know what we're looking for. What else have we got? CAD CHF, the generational opportunity. So we've got the biggest ABCD completing. That's the first reason I could see the pattern play out on the way down, and this is a butterfly pattern in itself. We expect higher prices. So there you have it, folks. If you haven't already, do please join my personal YouTube channel, Melon's Trade, where because this is regulated, doing the signals, I can talk a little bit about how the patterns are made up, etc., etc. So yeah, please do that if you can. Otherwise, hope to get some good signals out during the week, and wish you all the best. Thanks for watching. Cheers.